Break down. To analyze or dissect biological components. Synonym for break down. Analyze, dissect, deconstruct, examine, parse, resolve. The research team worked tirelessly to break down the complex biochemical pathways involved in cancer development. Scientists aim to break down the genetic structure of the virus to better understand its mechanism. Scientists break down complex molecules to understand their structure. Build up. To accumulate or increase in quantity, often used in the context of biological processes. Synonym for build up. Accumulate, increase, develop, expand, enhance, strengthen. Plants build up nutrients in their leaves through photosynthesis. The athlete's rigorous training regimen helped build up muscle mass and endurance. During pregnancy, the body builds up levels of certain hormones to support fetal development. Break apart. To separate or disassemble biological structures. Synonym for break apart. Disassemble, disintegrate, separate, fragment, split, divide. Enzymes help break apart large molecules into smaller ones during digestion. The enzymes break apart complex molecules into simpler compounds during digestion. Over time, erosion can break apart rocks into smaller fragments. Carry out. To conduct experiments or perform biological processes. Synonym for carry out. Execute, perform, conduct, implement, undertake, accomplish. Researchers carried out experiments to study the effects of climate change on coral reefs. The laboratory is equipped with state-of-the-art equipment to carry out various biological assays. Researchers carry out studies to investigate the effects of a new drug. Adapt to. To adjust or modify in response to environmental changes. Synonym for adapt to. Adjust to, acclimate to, accommodate to, fit in with, conform to, modify for. Certain species of animals have evolved to adapt to changes in their habitat. Species adapt to their surroundings over generations through natural selection. Plants have mechanisms to adapt to fluctuations in temperature and water availability. Break through. To penetrate or pass through biological barriers. Synonym for break through. Penetrate, perforate, pierce, overcome, triumph, succeed. Antibiotics help the immune system break through the bacterial cell wall. The cancer cells manage to break through the body's natural defenses and metastasize to other organs. Researchers are hopeful that the new treatment will break through the barriers of drug resistance. Grow into. To develop or mature into a larger biological form. Synonym for grow into. Develop into, mature into, evolve into, transform into, progress into, expand into. The tadpole grows into a fully formed frog over time. As the plant matures, it will grow into a tree that provides shade and shelter. The tadpole will eventually grow into a fully developed frog. Breed out. To eliminate certain characteristics through selective breeding. Synonym for breed out. Eliminate, eradicate, weed out, exterminate, remove, extinguish. Conservation efforts focus on breeding out genetic disorders in endangered species. Farmers aim to breed out undesirable traits in crops. Through selective breeding, farmers aim to breed out undesirable traits in livestock. Evolve from. To develop or emerge over time through the process of evolution. Synonym for evolve from, develop from, emerge from, originate from, arise from, derive from, evolve out of. Birds evolved from reptilian ancestors. The human species has evolved from earlier hominids through a process of natural selection. Birds are believed to have evolved from dinosaurs over millions of years. Feed on. To consume food for sustenance. Synonym for feed on. Consume, devour, ingest, eat, nourish from, sustain from. Carnivores feed on other animals for their primary source of nutrition. Herbivores feed on plants, while carnivores feed on other animals. Plants feed on sunlight through the process of photosynthesis to produce energy. Break off. To separate or detach apart from a biological structure. Synonym for break off. Separate, detach, sever, snap off, chip off, disengage. The lizard was able to break off its tail as a defense mechanism against predators. A piece of the coral reef can break off and form a new colony. During mating rituals, male insects may break off a portion of their body to provide a nutritional gift to females. Pass on. To transmit genetic information from one generation to the next. Synonym for pass on. Transmit, transfer, hand down, convey, communicate, relay. Parents pass on genetic traits to their offspring through the transmission of DNA. Parents pass on their genetic material to their offspring. Teachers aim to pass on knowledge and wisdom to their students. Filter out. To remove unwanted substances through a biological process. Synonym for filter out. Remove, eliminate, strain, purify, cleanse, extract. The kidneys filter out waste products from the blood to maintain bodily functions. Kidneys filter out toxins from the blood. The gills of fish filter out oxygen from water for respiration. Regenerate tissue. To replace or repair damaged biological tissue. Synonym for regenerate tissue. Renew tissue, restore tissue, repair tissue, rebuild tissue, heal tissue, revive tissue. Salamanders have the remarkable ability to regenerate tissue, allowing them to grow back limbs after amputation. Stem cell therapy shows promise in regenerating tissue damaged by injury or disease. Some animals can regenerate tissue, such as starfish regrowing arms. Take in. To absorb nutrients or substances through biological processes. Synonym for Take in, absorb, ingest, assimilate, incorporate, digest, engage. Plants take in carbon dioxide during photosynthesis. Plants take in carbon dioxide from the atmosphere during photosynthesis to produce glucose. The intestines take in nutrients from digested food to nourish the body. Break up. To disintegrate or separate into smaller components. Synonym for break up, disintegrate, dissolve, fragment, disperse, scatter, separate. Weathering and erosion break up rocks into smaller particles over time. Digestive enzymes break up large molecules into smaller ones that can be absorbed by cells. Fungi help break up dead organic matter in the soil. Fend off. To resist or defend against biological threats, such as infections. Synonym for fend off. Ward off, repel, resist, defend against, protect against, fight off. Animals use various defense mechanisms to fend off predators in the wild. The immune system works to fend off pathogens such as bacteria and viruses. The immune system helps fend off pathogens. Carry through. To pass on genetic traits to the offspring. Synonym for carry through. Transmit, pass on, hand down, bequeath, transfer, impart. Selective breeding programs aim to carry through desirable traits in livestock. Parents carry through genetic traits to their offspring through the transmission of DNA. Genetic mutations can carry through generations. Spawn off. To produce or release offspring, commonly used for fish and amphibians. Synonym for spawn off. Produce, generate, reproduce, procreate, bear, beget. Salmon swim upstream to spawn off eggs in their native rivers. Salmon spawn off in freshwater rivers. Frogs spawn off tadpoles in freshwater ponds during the breeding season. Bring about. To cause or initiate a biological change or process. Synonym for bring about. Cause, initiate, instigate, prompt, generate, affect. Hormonal changes bring about the onset of puberty in adolescence. Environmental factors can bring about changes in gene expression. Environmental changes can bring about shifts in the populations of species. Level up your English. Master vocabulary, idioms, and phrasal verbs with fun quizzes. Translate meanings into 104 languages. Download now. Link in the description. Please like and subscribe to our channel.